The process to coming to understand scientific truth is a Christian invention. God and the truth were identified with each other, and empiricism evolved as the primary way that truth seekers came into contact with the divine. The careful study of chemical reactions, the animal kingdom, or gravity were all pious deeds in the mind of these early scientists. But the fundamental assumption of this Christian investigation of the world was undermined by its own idealism. The relationship between the devout and the world around them was unstable, because these truth seekers were always attempting to find something otherworldly in the profane material around them. Instead of the highest ideal, they only revealed the world as increasingly complex, and human perception as more finite and expedient than originally thought. This culminated in the discoveries of Darwin and his contemporaries, who contributed to the theory of natural selection, and Christian society felt betrayed. How could something as profane as the world have mothered the intelligent, beautiful species of humanity? This compounded the Christian antagonism of the flesh. They scrambled to return to their creator, a God who Nietzsche determined was deceased, dead, and decaying. This strange Prussian philosopher was sympathetic to the anachronistic masses around him in Europe, though. He sought to provide an answer. To him, the terrible, profane, and devouring world displayed in front of us all, with all of its glory, should be understood as the motive for our evolution into the cunning species that we are. All of our valor was precisely a consequence of this brutal struggle to not only survive, but to thrive. But by trying to escape from visceral reality, we've alienated ourselves from the vitality we need to move forward. We now are the authors of our own extinction. We are nihilistic. We wish to embrace a comfortable death because we still believe our souls can be welcomed into the kingdom of ideals which we have spent the whole of scientific inquiry up till now trying to elucidate. This is the modern man's obsession with fast food, drugs, and vapid online content. All of these things slowly kill him. But Nietzsche planned for this age of nihilism. He predicted this process would prune humanity for the strong warriors, the life affirmers. What would emerge would be the progeny of those who had the courage to reauthor their first principles, to include the brutal aspects of nature into their conception of the Most High. Much like the pre-Christian pagans.
Listen to me. You have to consider the possibility that God does not like you. He never wanted you. In all probability, he hates you. This is not the worst thing that can happen.
It isn't.
We don't need him.
We don't agree. I gotta go.
Fuck damnation, man. Fuck redemption. We are God's unwanted children. So be
What I relate is the history of the next 2 centuries. I describe what is coming, what can no longer come differently. The advent of nihilism. This history can be related even now, for necessity itself is at work here. This future speaks even now in 100 signs. This destiny announces itself everywhere. For this music of the future, all ears are cocked even now. For some time now, our whole European culture has been moving us towards a catastrophe. With a tortured tension that is growing from decade to decade, restlessly, violently, headlong, like a river that wants to reach an end, that no longer reflects, that is afraid to reflect. The end of Christianity, at the hands of its own morality, which cannot be replaced, which turns against the Christian God, the sense of truthfulness, developed highly by Christianity, is nauseated by the falseness and mendaciousness of all Christian interpretations of the world and of history. Rebound from God as truth to the fanatical faith. All is false.